Welcome back to Red Devils Talk, everyone. You see it. David Ornstein has brought out the news. Dan Ashworth is and probably will be Manchester United's new sporting director. A bit of a new segment also. We'll be going to be speaking about Jason Wilcox. Again, David Ornstein bringing out the news and the preview to our match against Luton on Sunday at Kenilworth Road. Another away match. But we'll speak about that all in today's video. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, let's get into it. So, David Ornstein, let's get right into the news. He has brought out exclusive news on two people who are going to be part and can be part of Manchester United's new footballing structure under Sir Jim, Ineos, etc. And I'll read it for you right now. It says, Dan Ashworth has informed Newcastle that Man United have approached him relating to sporting director role at Old Trafford. Clubs not yet in formal contact, but expected soon. Man United would need to pay Newcastle significant compensation in order to have Dan Ashworth as our sporting director. Now, before we get to speaking about Jason Wilcox, I just want to say this. We are Manchester United. We're literally taking the top people at clubs who are doing well. We got Omar Barada from City, and we know what he has done for City and his previous time as a CEO of a club. And now we're looking to get Dan Ashworth, who showed his qualities at Brighton, West Brom before that, but most notably at Newcastle United with the signings that he has made to his name, the likes of Isak, Sandro Tonali, etc. And he's basically put them on the brink of fighting for Champions League. It wasn't too long ago Newcastle was fighting relegation and were relegated. But he's done absolute wonders at the club. And even though they got Saudi ownership, he has not been, and Newcastle has not been spending extreme amounts of money. So Dan Ashworth is excellent as a sporting director. And once we approached him, as David Ornstein said, he has said yes. So it's only a matter of time whether we pay the compensation fee in order to have him come in and work now, because Sir Jim, Ineos, they want to have him ready with Omar Barada, with the head of recruitment, which we'll speak about now, which might be Jason Wilcox. But Sir Jim wants to have the footballing team ready to go before the transfer window at the end of the season, so that we can already have targets before then and get them in as quickly as possible. You do see in the thumbnail Ten Hag on trial as well. And that is fair to say. He is on trial because with all this restructuring taking place, you have to be realistic and expect that maybe Sir Jim, Ineos, Omar Barada might just go with their own manager that they want. It was reported via the Daily Mail that Roberto De Zerbi is admired by the likes of Omar Barada. And of course, you know, Dan Ashworth with his Brighton connections, it all makes sense. They're looking to get Sam Jewell, you know, as a scout, you know, as a head of recruiter as well, with Jason Wilcox. And it might be just Jason Wilcox, but I'll read the exclusive to you from David Ornstein now. And it says, Man United are working on a deal to appoint Jason Wilcox to senior post in the new setup. Man United are yet to approach Southampton, similar to Newcastle, for a highly rated director of football, but the 52-year-old is aware of our interest. The job would report into the sporting director, which is Dan Ashworth, and will potentially be Dan Ashworth as per the reports from David Ornstein and The Athletic. And Jason Wilcox was the head of the academy at City and overlooked quite a few quality players, the likes of Foden, Rico Lewis, who you see now in City's first team, Jadon Sancho when he was in the academy, McAtee that's playing at Sheffield United now. So he is, you know, and has shown qualities with his time at City as the head of academy, moved on to Southampton to become their sporting director. But we are just taking every top person in football, and yes, it is only in England, but there's a focus on the Premier League, you know, and with the right footballing people in the right footballing positions at Manchester United, which Sir Jim is doing so far so well, you can only but want to expect good things in the future. It's not to say that all of this is going to work. That's not a guarantee. But it is important to note that the right decisions are being made. the right people are being appointed, footballing people for a football club first. That is what we are. Man United is a football club first and foremost. The business side is only a bonus when it comes to the brand that is Manchester United. So, good news to hear that Dan Ashworth already said yes. So, he's on his way to us, in my opinion. And Sir Jim and Ineos have shown that they are very hasty and want to get these type of deals done as soon as they can. So, with us ensuring that we get these people to say yes, Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, maybe Jason Wilcox as well, who is aware of our interest as per the report, they will come in and be part of the new Man United footballing structure, which you have to look at and only probably expect good things. But it won't be an overnight turn of success. It will surely take some time, and whether Ten Hag is the man for that and to lead Manchester United, I back him fully, 100%. But you need to accept the fact that Sir Jim, Ineos, Barada, and Dan Ashworth might want their own manager in that aligns with what their vision and their style of play they want to put into the club. But time will tell. Ten Hag has until the end of the season, I am sure, and with us performing well now, we move into the preview against Luton. Kenilworth Road, a small stadium, a smaller field in my opinion, but still Premier League proven size. It's going to be more difficult, it's going to be more compact. The fans of Luton are going to be on top of us. It is quite compact, but they are 17th in the Premier League for a reason. They have a bit of up and down form, bit of inconsistency in my opinion. Their last 3 Premier League games was a win, a draw, and a loss. They won Brighton 4-0, which shocked everyone. They drew 4-4 away to Newcastle. Again, another shock, something you would probably not expect for a team like Luton. And then they go and lose 3-1 to Sheffield United, which is a team more on their level, with regards to the championship. So, up and down form. But at home, they have shown that they can and will be up for any game. And us having the first Premier League encounter with them of all time at Luton as Manchester United, it's going to be difficult. Their fans are going to be up for it. Their players will be up for it. And it's going to be the same type of game, 11 v 11. But again, if we are not up for it, we can look to draw or lose this game. But we've got good momentum. We have 5 wins in a row. We are in good form. Players have come back from injury. Bar Martinez, who got injured again, and Shaw. But speaking of Shaw, he is in training, and Ten Hag said that they will push him until Sunday to see if he's ready to play, to start, or be part of the squad. And we will have to wait and see on exactly whether Shaw will be fit enough to be part for this game. But other than that, we should be able to win Luton Town, in my opinion. We should go to Kenilworth Road and put the game on them. We won away to Burnley, again, stayed dogged but got the win. Won away at Wolves, yes, we did concede a few goals, on our own mistakes here and there, but we still managed to get the win. We won away at Aston Villa, so there's good character right now being shown, and there is a resurgence because of everything happening off the pitch. Sir Jim, Ineos, and the restructuring going on behind the scenes, talk of a new stadium, etc. Whether let me just find the word for this. Sorry, now I'm struggling to get to my end. Renovating or moving to a new location in Manchester for Old Trafford. These type of things are giving players energy to perform well. I said in the previous video, players need to prove themselves to be part of the new project under Sir Jim, Omar Barada, and the footballing structure. And some players need to play in order to prove that they can be part of this, whether it means they might be up for sale or they might be leaving. There's opportunity for everyone. And like that, Ten Hag is also on trial. So it is important to note that Ten Hag and the players are all, could be on the chopping block by the end of the season. Omar Barada already said, in the report before, that if you come to United and you don't perform within your first 2 years, you will look to be sold or replaced, So the fact that footballing people are coming in and they only have the mentality of wanting to be the best and wanting to win, that only will rub off onto Ten Hag, who we know is a winner, and it will of course rub onto the players. You know, Harry Maguire speaks well of Sir Jim. Mourinho, with an interview with Rio Ferdinand and Stephen Howson on 5 with 5, speaks well of Sir Jim and Ineos and Sir Dave Brailsford and their winning mentality. But for me, you know, let's not get into the starting 11 with regards to Luton. And for me, it certainly has to have only one change if Shaw is not fit and ready to start. And I would put Amrabat at left back. I do not want to see Lindelof at left back. He's not a very good left back. He's a good defender, but not at left back. You know, against Aston Villa, Leon Bailey was ripping him to shreds. So the only change should be Amrabat. The rest of the team should remain as is. You know, keeping the low at right back. He's had excellent form and played well over the past few games at right back and should continue to stay there because he gives us so much in the attack. And when we are building up, he's very good in being inside of the field, you know, being that extra player in midfield to allow us to continue to have possession of the ball. So he should stay at right back. The rest of the team should stay the same. And it will be another game where Ten Hag is able to have a consistent lineup. Yes, Martin is injured, Maguire came in, but the team is playing well. We didn't, shall I say, play well against Aston Villa, but we were clinical, we were dogged, we stayed true and we kept calm, and we eventually got the opportunity and scored a winner with McTominay getting the goal. I know he scored the winner, but I would not start in this game. I would not be tempted to do so. Casemiro and Mainu have to be the two that continue to play in midfield. We have more control in midfield and a better defensive balance when we have two players sitting next to each other, able to dictate play and allowing Bruno and Rashford, Hoyland and Garnacho to be free up front to go and attack and do what they do. So this should be a win against Luton. No disrespect to them, but we should be winning the likes of Luton. The game after that is Fulham. It's another game for us to get a win, but we'll speak about that when we do speak about the preview to Fulham. So thank you for joining me in today's video. Of course, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, please, if you haven't done so. I am thankful for your support. Thank you for watching the video thus far. Enjoy the weekend, Red Devils, and enjoy the game. Let's go and get the win at Kenilworth Road against Luton. Till we see each other again soon, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.